Hey guys, so I said earlier um, it would be the last video, of letters. And so I thought I'd just take some time and take a look back because it's been a crazy 6 months. It seems like it's been so much longer. But Chris, this the this is pretty much the end of the whole Chris Chan saga. Um, no more letters because he's in a facility. It's on the you don't know where he is, what he's done, but he won't be able to write letters. People aren't going to be able to write to him. So this is basically it, and I think we're pretty much in agreement. Um, it's probably what's best if he is in fact in some kind of mental facility. For the longest time, he's been avoiding seeing a doctor. People told him like, "Hey, you need to go see a doctor. See if there's anything else." And he's like, "No, no, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm a high functioning autistic." But I've said ages ago that there is probably more wrong with him than he knows, and they were just never able to find it because he never got checked out. There are things that can form when you're growing. So he was high functioning autistic when he was a kid. They knew that. But there are so many things if he's avoided going to the doctors and specialists, so many more things could have developed. So I think we're seeing the chance for him to finally get the help he needs. Obviously, I'm not saying that, oh, poor Chris. I'm so glad I'm happy that he's going to be getting help, but he's still a piece of shit. Okay, so don't think I'm defending him or no, he's still a piece of shit human. It's just I'm happy that he'll finally be able to get evaluated because, like I said, for the longest time, he avoided it. So he's going to be able to get treatment if this is indeed the case, if he is indeed getting evaluated. Because for too long, he's been avoiding it. And it would show, high functioning autistics can act strange, but I've never heard of a high functioning autistic believing that they were literally Jesus. So there's more mental illness going on than just high functioning autism, high function autism. But that stuff has pretty much come to an end. I saw a comment about all the YouTube channels that have popped up recently just for this stuff, like Chris, the Chris stuff. And I'm like, yeah, this is exactly like when I started covering it, people were like, well, you should turn into a Chris Chan channel. I'm like, why? I outright said in the beginning, like, this isn't going to last. Why would I convert my entire channel to Chris Chan when it's not going to last? And people say, oh, well, there's still stuff in the past to talk about. That stuff's been talked about so many times by people, and there are other people who've talked who are more in depth about it, who better than I could ever go into. So I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, Chris Chan was born and this and blah 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 back in. I'm not going to do that because, like I said, there are plenty of other amazing channels that can do it and have done it just as well and just as better as I could, or more than I could, because yeah, mine would suck. But I flat out said when it started, I'm like, yeah, all these views and subscribers, great, but this content's not going to last forever. And just as I said with Machete Duck, who his whole channel was just Isabella stuff. What good is that now? No one gives a fuck about her anymore. So I thought he was kidding up or something. So you have a channel that was created for Isabella and nothing now because no one gives a fuck about her. So that's one reason why I didn't convert my channel to Chris Chan, because I knew it wasn't going to last. Was it a great ride? Yeah. And maybe they might move him back. at some point, maybe if evaluations say, yeah, he can be moved back into, the jail. But if not, like I said, no more letters for him or from him. And the closest thing we have an update about him is in July. So as far as we know, unless there's more letters that people have been holding on to that they've sent, that they sent, and he's written back, unless that happens, no more letters. History, as we know it now, is pretty much over. Like I said before, it was a great ride, great 6 months, but everything comes to an end, even Chris. So the only silver lining out of this is that if he is in an undisclosed facility, generally that'll mean that mental health, which means he's getting the help that he needs, stuff that hasn't been diagnosed, and hopefully he can get the proper help. Again, not saying, oh, he's totally innocent. No, he fucked his mom. There's no getting around it. Whether it was because of, we outright know that he wanted to do it for a while. He said he had a thing for older women and that he wanted to, Barbara before. So no matter what mental illness they can find, it still doesn't justify the fact that he's still a terrible fucking human being. I don't want people thinking like, oh yeah, it's so great he's getting help. He really deserves it. He's just been through so much. No, he's still a piece of shit. He's still a piece of shit, but since he was avoiding it for so long, now he has no choice but to get evaluated and possibly get diagnosed with something else. And he can get treated for it, so that way he doesn't cause any more harm to himself. Or if he gets released back into a regular prison, when that finally happens, to where he won't do harm to anyone else because he'll be under proper surveillance, and he'll possibly have medication to help it. But yeah, as of right now, Christery is pretty much at its end. So really, the next update for Chris will be in July, and that's if we even get an update. It could be very well just like before. Oh, it's going to be another continuance. But yeah. So until he gets released back into a jail or prison or whatever, nothing else. No letters, no commandments, no Lord's prayers, no begging for money. It's done. And I'm certainly glad I didn't turn myself into a Chris Chan channel. And I'm feel bad for anyone who did. I feel really bad for you guys. But everything ends, and it's always sad. But everything begins again too, and that's always happy. Kudos for you guys who knew where that line's from. But yeah, I just thought I'd talk about Chris and how Christery is wrapping up, and the fact it's been a crazy 6 months. Crazy 6 months. Between the arrest itself to finding out what it was for to this whole fucking I'm Jesus Christ and I'm literally Jesus and Barb is Merlin, and it's just been crazy. The continuances and finding out about the Sonichu Temple, and it's just been crazy. So, been a wild ride, but all rides come to a close and finish. Same with life. You're here one day, and one day, poof, gone. But what do you guys think? Like, what did you think about this whole Chris Chan thing? Um, I mean, in your opinion, what was the craziest part about it? I mean, because he just keeps upping himself. So, what do you think about this whole 6 months? Like I said, it feels like it's longer, but it's been like 6 months. So, what's been the craziest part for you? Let me know below. Other than that, I mean, hopefully someone has some letters that haven't been released yet. If not, no more updates until July. Anyways, you guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.